Hey, it's Stephen here from Marketplace Superheroes, and in this video I'm joined by none other than our research expert Ali, and we're going to be reverse engineering a product that he found that we talked about on the channel a little while ago. A lot of people have said, hey, it's cool that you've kind of shared, all these different items, but how did you actually find those products? What did you actually do? So that's what we're going to do. I sat down with them and we broke that down, so we're going to jump over there in a second. Now before I do that, if you're excited and you want to see this happen, which you're gonna anyway, like the video, right? And number two, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us. Whenever you subscribe, we can get it out to you. You can see what we're doing, and it helps us get in front of more people as well and spread the good word of Marketplace Superheroes. So get subscribed, and I'll see you in the video. All right, so we're here today with none other than research expert Ali, who I'll bring on in just a moment. What I want to do, just before we jump into this, we are going to reverse engineer some products for you to show you how we arrive at a product idea. Just to mention that the particular product we're looking at today, we couldn't find the exact first point where we found the initial idea for the product. In other words, we were in kitchen and dining, but we couldn't find the exact product where we saw that the product we're going to show you today showed up in the sponsored results, therefore our related results. So we're going to get as close as we can, just to mention that at the very start, but we're going to get you pretty much 90% of the way there. So with that said, to make it really clear, we'll bring Ali on now. Ali, let's jump in today and let's start reverse engineering some products. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. So where are we starting, sir?
So we're going to start in this subcategory here, which is home brewing and winemaking.
Yep.
And as always, we're going to scan this top 100 and look out for products which may be interesting to us.
It's interesting already, isn't it? There's so many products that are very low BSRs, right? Already here. They're just like they're selling a lot, doing a lot of volume in this niche. So you could infer that brewing is a somewhat interesting niche within Amazon, right?
Oh, definitely. This isn't even the top 100 in like the main category yet. We're seeing such really low BSRs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this subcategory houses so many very, very top selling products, which is really, really interesting.
So I've opened one up. So let's explore that for now.
Yep. So what we got? We have a twin bubble airlock and carboy bung.
So I'm going to segue off this. This could be a potential product to look at as well. But let's segue from this and see if we can find some other interesting products in the sponsored products just down below.
So for anybody not in the marketplace lingo, if you're not in our world just yet, segue essentially just means we have this seed idea that we have in front of you. So it's the twin bubble airlock carboy bung. And then we're doing what Ali's doing right now. We're finding products. We're segueing off the main product to find other product ideas, right? So segue is something we talk about in marketplace at big detail, but I just thought I'd mention that in case anyone's sitting here wondering, well, we talk about segues today, Ali. Are we going to be getting on a segue? What's going on?
I'd love to.
Okay, cool. So you're opening up some ideas, which we'll dive into in a second. And just to mention as well, while Ali's doing that, actually, Ali, you can just sort of talk us through what you're thinking here as you're opening up new ideas. What are you thinking?
So I'm looking for products that are obviously not non-electric, products that don't have any hazardous aspects to them, and also just markets that kind of look interesting to me. So for example, I've opened up this, I think it's like a fermentation airlock for a mason jar. So that looks kind of interesting to me because it's not your typical private label product. It's something that's just slightly different, but like an everyday use.
Yep.
That's what kind of stuck out to me with this. And as you can see from the BSR history, this thing is selling. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's important to mention for those of you listening as well that, we're not saying that straight away we found a winner. We're saying we found a potential idea that could transform into a winning product. That's number one, I think, important thing to mention. And also what Ali said a second ago is important to unpack. We're essentially looking through the related products, and we're really just looking for things that are anything other than the original product we were looking at, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's also important to note that we're not actually looking at the market for this as well. So although we found something that's quite interesting, we haven't explored what the market looks like. So potentially there could be, hundreds of thousands of this product out there, although I doubt it, but it's always a possibility.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. So we have the mason jars and you had another one there, right?
Yeah. So we're getting closer to the carboy style of products. So we've got a carboy handle and a twin bubble airlock as like a pack.
So
So this
again,
is the
looking for
handle by
ideas that are
itself.
different. Cool. So we got that. Yeah. Handle.
And we have a carboy cleaner.
Are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, what I'd love you to do is give me a follow. All you gotta do right now is maybe take out your phone if you're on your computer. If you're watching this on your phone, maybe just check this out later. Go to Instagram, sign in, and then go up and type in Stephen J. Summers. That's my handle. I want you to give me a follow, and then what I want you to do is send me a message on Instagram, DM me, let me know how you're getting on, what, if you've got any questions, and I'd love to respond to you. So jump over there right now, give me a follow, and I'll chat to you in there. So again, you all may have seen the video before. We talked about some of these products. The idea is, again, today was just showing you how we arrived at some of these items is the whole idea here. But as you can see, when you find, I think it's an important point to mention too, Ali, like when you find a product that is, some products just have a lot of potential segues off of them, right? Or some products have very little in the way because why? Because there's loads of the same item down here in the sponsored products related to this item or just related products. And what that tells you, not always, but it can typically tell you straight away, Ali, if you're seeing lots of the same item, just different brands, it's probably a far too competitive item to even consider going any further with, right?
Exactly. I mean, if you were to type in water bottle, for example,
Yeah.
and scroll on down to the sponsored products, I guarantee you're going to find, tens, if not hundreds of the same kind of product with probably different color variations, different kind of design variations. All right, so we've opened up another two here. So this is the handle by itself. And let's see what the sales history. So this is going to be out of range. This is a product that might be selling a few, but it's not in the range that we're looking at. We're looking at something in the region of 20,000 and below.
Yep.
So I could close that one down. And this is our carboy cleaner. Okay, so this particular one wasn't selling well, but I found this to be quite an interesting product. So what I did was I copied and pasted this into the search box at the top.
Yep. And we'll talk about this listing in just a second. So we'll keep that available in some way.
And then remembering to click on all departments.
Yeah.
And this is the item that we found.
Perfect. So let's just open that in our tab. Let's go back a step as well, Ali. I want to unpack some stuff for those of you who are looking at this and you're trying to figure out how to reverse engineer successful products. So go back to the other listing we had, the original one, Ali. They had a second ago. Right. So we had this initial one. I wanted to comment on a few things here for those of you watching. Number one, like the title here is, I don't even know if I know the right word for this one, Ali, but it's a disgracefully bad title, right? Just two words. Yeah. There's so much more opportunity here, right?
Exactly.
That's the first thing. The second thing is that the bullet points there, they're very weak. Third thing is that the images are extremely weak. Now, amazingly, this company is using FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. They're sending their stock to Amazon. But it just tells me these guys, they have no clue what they're doing. Now, this listing is not selling well. And why? Well, the listing is awful. Images are awful. Everything's awful about this, right? But it does sell because it has reviews, it has rate, it has a lot of different things, which is amazing to me. So that's number one. So then whenever, Ali, we jump to the other one, so we see carboy cleaner looks interesting. We saw how many search results did we get? I can't even remember what it was. Wasn't that very many, was it?
No, it was a couple of hundred, so 269.
269, well under 1,000, so that's great. It's well within range. So again, what does that tell us? It tells us that these are available on Amazon right now, but there's obviously not very many of them. And whenever you look down, like with the previous example, you can see they're awful. Now, the one that Ali has there right now, we'll take a look at. It's 10,000 in industrial and scientific, so it's within range. It's less than 20,000, so that's a tick. It's $20 pretty much, so that's okay. And so now, what do we see here right away, Ali? Number one, they're not using fulfillment by Amazon, and they're still making sales. Now, they're 10,000. My immediate, opportunity here for us all, right, is to see, well, if this was sold by using fulfillment by Amazon, this would 100% make more sales, right? Do you agree?
Yep, definitely.
So the other thing is that the listing title, it's not bad. It's a lot better than the previous one. But again, that could be made a lot better. The images, there's only one image. That could be made a lot better. There's no bullet points, and I'm doubting there's a description on this one, Ali. I don't know if you remember, but I don't believe there is.
Doesn't seem to be. Oh, so we have a bit of information here.
A little bit. Yeah, so
Right.
there's the product features, okay, they have some, but it's poor. Like you don't have dimensions, you don't have really anything. Like even in the description, there's no attempt to kind of like try to sell you the product. Talk about how it makes things easier, cheaper, better. There's nothing like this here whatsoever. So to me, this is a very easy product to compete with. You can use FBA. Again, I make no guarantees in this channel, right? Because we can't. But just to say that this would tick a lot of boxes for us, Ali, right?
Oh, definitely. This is exactly what I like to see.
We've got a quiz as always. Really important that you do this. It helps us, and we're going to give you some cool prizes. So you win, we all win. Kind of weird. What I want you to do, I want you to put into the comments hashtag reverse engineer. It's not a great hashtag, I know, but why not? Let's do it. Reverse engineer hashtag. The reason I want you to put that in there is because that's what we're doing today. Simple as that. So hashtag reverse engineer. Back to the video. So what I'd like to do as well is just let's take a look at the reviews real quick and just see. What I need to do is we'll open the scroll down to the reviews, and we'll look at the 5-star and we'll look at the 1-stars. So maybe open the 1-star in another tab, Ali, there. So we got our 5 stars, which we'll take a look at. Now, I want to just kind of mention a few things for those of you watching. Like we're reversed engine, we see it looks good, we see it looks interesting. Just to give you an idea of what you can do as well to identify, number one, what do people like about this product? Well, it says here, works great for refillable plastic water jugs. Use solution, blah, blah, blah. Brush is sturdy and affordable. So again, a sturdy and affordable brush, that's an important feature you would want to make certain that you mention in your title, in your listing, etc. What else we got in the second one? So it makes washing kegs and carboys a breeze. So that's obviously like a feature. It makes it much easier to do, right? Remember what I said earlier on? It makes things easier, cheaper, or better, faster. These are things to look at. What else we got? Works great for normal duty of 5. For heavy duty, I had an airlock. Okay, whatever. If you're not spinning fast enough, it can bind up. But you can learn pretty quickly, blah, blah, blah. So it seems to me that like a lot of people, they were really happy that the quality of the brush was there. They were really happy that it was easy to clean their carboys. And remember, that is the problem that we're solving here, Ali, right? We're solving the problem of, well, I love brewing. I love using these products, but I need to clean them with an easy, effective way, right?
Exactly.
Very simple. Very, very simple. So let's take a look at the 1-star and just see what people didn't like about this item. All right, let's see what we got. Can't imagine why this gets so many good reviews, right? It does not work. Put it on your drill and it would just coil up. It does not reach the size of the carboy keg. So again, that's something when you're testing this product, you're getting a sample of this product, you'd want to make sure that this item does what it's supposed to do, and it doesn't have problems with, like this person saying that they didn't actually talk about the size of their carboy. So that could be an issue as well. That could be something to consider. Because even to the right, you can see there, brushed nylon for 5-gallon carboys, 27 inches long. The size is important. And I don't remember, Ali, do they talk about the size in the title of this product? I can't remember this.
I doubt it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so right, straight away, that's an opportunity. Talking about the size of the carboy that it's good for. That's going to increase your conversions as well. And even the size of the actual brush as well, the length of the brush, that's also important. Let's keep going back to those reviews, Ali, and see what else we got here. What else we got? So ineffective brushes is just a couple of pieces of felt passed through a plastic stick. So again, like that's a negative. When you're looking at yours, you'll have to test this in some way. You'll have to try clean out something with this to make sure that this doesn't happen. Definitely an issue for sure. Would be the most ideal is to go and find people into brewing in your network, people that you know, and actually go and try out this item. Very, very important, because it would be easy just to get involved in something like this, Ali, and kind of not try it out, right? And then it kind of breaks or whatever. I mean, what would you say about something like that, testing it?
Oh no, especially if you don't know this category, for example. I don't know anything about beer brewing. I know how to drink beer, but I don't know how to brew it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm kind of in the same boat, to be completely honest, but still it would be important to go and find somebody like that. So really the two issues we can see from the review here is the size of the carboy and the poor quality of the brush. So then again, just to reverse engineer a great offer, you would go back, you get a better product, and then What else could we do here, Ali? What would be potential bonus items we could include with something like this? What do you think?
Well, we know that the person that is using this owns a carboy, and we kind of in a category where we've got a lot of options, and we've kind of seen a lot of different style of uses for the carboy. So we have a couple of these stoppers, rubber stoppers that
Yeah.
can be used. We've got the carboy handle. So something like that could be packaged together with the carboy cleaner together without changing the dimensions or weight too much.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So like these are all potentials. The real thing that you would want to do here in this market is learn a bit more about it, learn what people want, what they need, what their problems are, and then you could really identify better and better solutions. So really just to review, Ali, let's go kind of back to the start quick and kind of breeze through our process here, if you would, just how we ended up at this product. Let's do that.
Yeah, so we started off in this subcategory here, which was home brewing and winemaking. It's a bit of a surface level kind of category, but
Yep.
we kind of scrolled down and looked out for products that were interesting to us. So we instantly found this, which is a twin bubble airlock for carboys. And we opened that up and we segued forward with that by going down
Exactly.
to the sponsored products.
Simple as that. And remember, like you might have looked at this item and said, oh, it's $5. I'm not going to look at that. But always remember these items, number one, you might have done a pack of something like that of the bung of this initial product here. This twin air, was it bubble airlock bung? But also remember, like there's products related to that where you could find more ideas. So you can see now to reverse engineer a successful product, it really is a game of finding a seed product, looking for related products off of that item, and then fulfilling some criteria. Number one, typically less than 20,000 in the big categories in the US. And number two, that the search results for the generic keyword are less than 1,000. And remember, Ali, let's just show that again, that we search carboy cleaner and what
Yeah.
we got back, just to confirm for everybody. So again, we search all of Amazon, important. And let's go and do that. Perfect. And as you can see, Ali's just got it there, 269. So that's good, interesting. And so what we did then was, remember, we sort of looked at the offer then. What are the things we need to think about from the reviews? What are things we got to look out for? So now when we're looking for a supplier for this, we would begin to look for those different bits and pieces, right? Now, the carboy cleaner market as well, it's important to mention. We didn't really cover market validation too much, Ali. Let's just cover that really briefly relating to, what's already on the market and their BSRs, and is it good or not good?
Yep, so we have one here, which is the one that we found originally, which is sitting at 10,000 in industrial and scientific. Okay, we have a handful more here. This one here is slightly out of range. Could certainly be to do with the reviews, but also the price as well. It's a little bit
Title is
higher.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Listing is dreadful.
And we have something here which is slightly different. So I wouldn't count that as competition.
Not that many offers really for this, right? Really, like there's only a few.
And of the ones that are available, they're not really selling it. They haven't got good photos. They haven't got good titles, hardly a description or bullet points.
Yep. So much opportunity in an item like this. That's really interesting. And then the final thing, Ali.
Yeah.
What I think we could do now as well is we could do a really final check with the merchant words and just search carboy cleaner, couldn't we?
Yep.
All right, so we're here now. Just a final check I thought we'd do as well. Ali, let's go and look at merchant words here and just see a quick check. And this is not perfectly accurate, but a quick check on the amount of searches for this item. Okay, let's do it.
So that brings back 30,000
Wow.
search volume on merchant words.
So again, what we can see here may not be perfectly accurate, but it does have search volume, a decent bit of it. It does have a lot of the things we would want in a product. It's even in the short tail keyword here, carboy cleaner, has a lot of searches, which is good because that's what we're going to really rely on to get some traffic to our listing. So to me, I would say there's a lot of boxes ticked with this item, Ali. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, although we're going to have to take this with a grain of salt, but the ratio of the search volume on merchant words versus the amount of search results on Amazon is pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, that's great stuff. Well, look, Ali, good to kind of analyze a product deeply, see what's good, see what's not good. I hope everybody listening got value. I'm sure that they did. I enjoyed doing it. And do you want to have any final words for us before we jump off today?
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love doing these videos with you, Steve.
Absolutely, man. Well, look, thanks again for your time, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you soon.
I almost did that again. I do it every single video, but that's all we have time for today. This is not Looney Tunes, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, with that said, few things. Number one, if you have not already given us our reverse engineer hashtag, it was the greatest hashtag I could come up with in 3 seconds. Please do it now. Number two, like the video. If you enjoyed seeing the process, like this video right now. And as always, get subscribed to the channel. If you're already subscribed, I apologize, I say it a million times, but if you're not, and I've said it a million times, what are you waiting for? Get subscribed. And I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you learned something today as well. And as always, if you're not part of Marketplace Superheroes, get yourself down to the description or the first comment and go over to our website and we'll give you some cool free training right now for no cost whatsoever. That's it for me today. I'll see you in the next video and I hope you enjoyed this one.